Rock, 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 rock.
What's great, y'all? I'm Henry Rock Johnson, and you are now tuned in to Roc Radio. I got my brother Thrizz13 with me. Don't forget the
No,
1-3.
sir.
And
No, sir.
on this episode, we're going to begin the series of the most influential cities to music.
Okay.
So I'm
Ready.
definitely going to kick this one off today, all right? It's no place like home. Detroit, Michigan, birthplace of Motown, birthplace of Techno, and some of the greatest hip hop artists that ever graced the mic.
Mm.
You roll your eyes, bro.
Hey.
Hold on, we
Some.
got Eminem,
Okay.
aka Slim Shady, aka Marshall Mathers. You got my fellow Cass Tech alumni, Big Sean is up in there. You
Mhm.
know, at the beginning of the 2010s, he had his stranglehold on the game too when they was talking the original Big Three, which was supposed to be Kendrick, Drake, and Sean. Sean kind of fell back though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he's still kicking out music, and like nowadays he's really doing a lot more for this. He already does a lot for the city,
Mm.
but he's doing a lot more with working with artists from the city, like
Mm.
GT. He got a song on Vezo, I swear Vezo new
Okay. Dope.
mixtape.
Dope.
So he's doing a lot more of that now. Then you can't forget Dilla, bro.
Okay.
J Dilla
Oh, J
is
Dilla's from.
definitely a fundamental. Yes, he is from Detroit. Okay, they
Shout
got a
out to J
street named
Dilla.
after. They got a street named after him now
Shout
in
out to J
Detroit.
Dilla. I give.
So he was the foundation to a lot of the neo soul. I like to give him a lot of credit for the lo-fi hip hop. Like all of that came from how he was able to manipulate samples and put
Mm.
it together, man. Like he had a documentary. I think it was on HBO or something like that. Not a direct documentary, but it was like one of those shows where they explain, the lives and stuff of hip hop and entertainment artists. And he had an episode on there, boy. Man, he was sick. That man was sick and still willed his way to finishing Donuts, which is a classic. And
Mm.
then right after Donuts, that was his last assignment on Earth was to complete donuts, and he was like determined to complete donuts.
Mm.
And then after that, that was when he passed away.
Mm.
So
Rest in peace,
just
J Dilla.
those three names right there, as far as hip hop wise. Then you got the new school cats like Babyface Ray,
Uh huh.
Peasy, Icewear, Vezo, and a lot of the viral stars that you music that you hear on like TikTok and stuff. A lot of them come from Detroit. Like 22 the Boat, Miles,
Mm.
like a lot of those people coming out of Detroit. You still got Sada. Sada just had another song go viral where they sampled that Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm.
Uh, so a lot of hip hop artists. Then we're going to take it back to the root. That's just the hip hop side, bro. You got Barry Gordon of Motown. You know what Motown was? Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, another Cass Tech alumni, Diana Ross. You got the Temptations.
Mm.
You can't say Diana Ross without the Supremes. So that's, boy, it get real deep up in here. Then you got that aspect of it. You got the techno birthplace of techno
Uh
music,
huh.
right? So you got Juan Atkins who created Cybertron and the song Clear. And if you don't know about Clear, just listen to Losing Control by Missy Elliott and Sierra. They sampled Clear by Cybertron, which was headed by Juan Atkins. You got Kevin Saunderson, another one of the original three, the Godfathers, the Mount Rushmore of techno. You got Kevin Saunderson, who came out with Inner City,
Mm.
who did the song Good Life. I don't know if you're familiar with the song The Good Life, Good Life. Yeah, that's another Detroit song right there, man.
Mm.
Then, man, I'm telling you, man, we got artists for days. I
Interesting.
forgot about my boy Danny Brown. I meant to throw him in the hip hop heat.
Oh my
You got
goodness.
Danny Brown and Royce the 5'9". Royce the
Where's the
5'9" been
5 9s?
underground killing it for decades. Shout out to Royce5
Bro, he's underrated.
Very underrated.
Man, I heard a song by him before. Like he told a whole story, and then he had a part 2 to the story. And I think I listened to this like 1 and 2. I need to find that. I'm feeling nostalgic talking
You
about Royce
need
the
you need
Five
to
Nine.
find that. So why you on Royce5 you need to go back to the stuff that him and M did together because they had a cold chemistry. The original song Bad Meets Evil was on the what was it, either the Marshall Mathers LP or the Slim Shady LP. So if you follow that, a decade plus so later, they came out with the Bad Meets Evil, where they came out with the whole collaborative album.
Yeah.
And that was basically dope as well. And then you gotta think about the stuff he did with Slaughterhouse. He held down Slaughterhouse.
Oh,
Slaughterhouse was a lyrical powerhouse. I wish they would have been able to do more, but I know they had some differences and stuff like that caused them to break up. But while they was together, all four of them were like straight lyricists. So you getting bars from beginning to the end of the song. And Royce was an anchor. He might not have been like Joe Budden was the one that really had the most commercial success. We'll call it out of that. So outside of that though, like all of them together, they were beasts. That was like the Showtime Lakers on the mic or something, bro.
Okay.
But I'm not done with my city yet, bro.
Right.
I'm not done with my city yet because I know I'm going back and forth right now, but I'm thinking of these names and they popping up. Anita Baker, we claim her. So technically, she from Toledo, born in Toledo, Ohio, which is basically Michigan anyway. But she's done so much in and for Detroit. I mean, I used to eat at her IHOP on Jefferson, bro.
Okay.
You know,
But you said basically Detroit.
Yeah, we count her, bro.
Toledo,
Ohio is literally like if you spit across the street, you in Michigan.
Okay.
But I think the rhetoric for me is like you really from where you grew up at. Now, I'm not saying you, because you could be born in one place and had no memories of it, and then you come to another city and you grew up and get your culture and get acclimated to the way things are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that for Anita Baker was Detroit. So yeah, we claim Anita too.
Cool.
Then we got BB and CC Winans, bro. We got the Clark sisters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Where Detroit shutting it down as far as the music, man. I know it's other places,
Oh my goodness.
but I had to bring my city up first because we so deep. We have roots so deep in music, it's just ridiculous. Then you got Pop Seeger, you got the likes of Lizzo. So all of these people coming out of my beloved city that's making impact, that's made an impact to music and the way you can even see today, a lot of the Motown sound, it still sprinkles of it out here in music. Anything that has to do with soul, you kind of tie that back to Motown. Anything with soul, because that was the first label that you see that they had the quality control, that they had the friendly community competition where they were pushing each other higher, and you also have this like songwriting culture, like the quality of the songs, like the songs are telling the story, they're cohesive. A lot of that stuff came out of what Berry Gordy created, and I suggest anybody that loves music, that truly loves music and truly loves Motown, go on over there to West Grand Boulevard and go see that Motown studio. I'm telling you, when I went there probably about 6-7 years ago. So like definitely when I was in the studio, I can feel the spirit of like the work that they put in. And if you go, I'm telling you, will feel that spirit in there. Like, dang, that's how they was making hits up in here.
I can feel you now, just reminiscing about it, man.
Yeah, man. So that's very, very influential to how music was made today.
Got a question. So,
Go ahead.
You know, I was exposed to rock radio years before, you know, we took it to the internet. And I was really impressed by your vast musical knowledge. I think we took a trip to Nashville, and I will never forget it, bro. Like on the way there and on the way back, you did not repeat a song. And all of the songs they happened to be clean. I was very impressed by that. So how does that influence you as a producer?
So being a producer, you kind of have to have this ear for everything,
Hmm.
because I can draw a little bit from here, draw a little bit from here, I can draw a little bit from here, and you never really know what sound hits you because, again, just like that spirit was in the studio, the spirit is in the music. If it's real music,
Yeah.
you will feel the spirit in there somewhere, and it just captivates
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I could really just say that that's something that I appreciate about you as a producer, not just a beat maker, but you know, a producer as well. Because a lot of beat makers that I know, I they don't display that vast knowledge of music and that type of soul. I've learned so much about music just from you alone and having that Detroit influence.
and I
So,
grew up listening to Motown and going to every year we have back home. It's called the Movement Electronic Music Festival now,
okay.
but I was going back when it's the Detroit Electronic Music Festival. So, dude, I'm in high school, basically going to raves, just like taking it
What?
all in, bro. I'm dead serious.
Wow. So you guys had raves too. That.
Basically, it's an electronic music festival. So before
Mhm.
all these ultras and electronic daisy carnivals and
Mhm.
stuff like that, yeah, we had them back in the day, or movement, whatever you want to call it.
Nice.
So that is all we have for you on Rock Radio. Thank you for taking this journey from me. If you enjoyed it, hit the like and subscribe below. And if it's any artist from Detroit that I missed, let me know. Because I know it's more, but I only could condense so many into this time. So stay tuned for the next episode of Rock Radio. Watch that next video.